Legalizing marijuana is a hot topic at the Minnesota State Fair. On Thursday, House Majority Leader Ryan Winkler of Golden Valley kicked off a statewide event called Community Conversations on Cannabis. Reporter Sonia Goen spoke with him earlier about plans to legalize and regulate the drug.
Shannon, we're in front of the Farmers Union building with House Majority Leader Ryan Winkler. Thanks for joining us.
Happy to be here.
Yes, I know you have legislation that you're proposing to legalize recreational marijuana. Why is this so important?
Right now, Minnesota's laws on marijuana are doing more harm than good. We know that it's already widely available. People are not being able to access it for health needs, and there are significant racial disparities in our criminal justice system that make this current set of laws not workable. We think that by regulating it and making it a legal product, we can better handle some of the harms that marijuana causes and make sure that the goals that we have for our criminal justice system and for our healthcare system are better upheld with a more sensible set of laws.
Now, how do you propose regulating it?
Well, we're starting by having a conversation with Minnesotans about what their goals are, what their concerns are. So we're not starting with a bill that's already written. We're starting with a conversation and inviting people in to be heard on the issue. What we're announcing today are 15 public committee hearings around the state where people will have a chance to weigh in on these issues, and that's what this announcement is about today.
Okay, now I know law enforcement agencies and Republican leadership are against this. How do you hope to get over this hurdle?
Well, not everyone in law enforcement is opposed, and we intend to listen to their concerns and make sure that if we can accommodate some of their concerns in this legislation, that we will do so.
Now, Shannon, Governor Tim Walz a few days ago ordered state agencies to prepare for the legalization of marijuana. At the State Fair, Sonia Goins, CCX News.
Thank you, Sonia. New development in Maple Grove is taking shape, and that includes construction of a new Wahlburgers restaurant at the northeast corner of Elm Creek Boulevard and Hemlock Lane. That restaurant was started by chef Paul Wahlberg and his more famous actor brothers. The Maple Grove location is expected to open by Thanksgiving. And construction also continues at the future Hy-Vee grocery store in southwest Maple Grove. The store at Highway 101 and Bass Lake Road is expected to open in late fall. Another development is a new medical building plan just east of Maple Grove Hospital. The proposed 6,000 square foot building will hold a dental office and another tenant that's not yet known. The Maple Grove City Council will vote on the project at its meeting on Tuesday. Labor Day weekend is upon us, but not everyone's going far away. Eric Nelson found out there's an option close to the northwest suburbs that many are taking advantage of.
Baker's just a gem. You have thousands of acres of natural space. You have Lake Independence for fishing and boating and swimming and recreating.
For some people, getting out of town on the holiday weekend means staying in town.
You can tent camp, you can RV camp, we have camper cabins.
Baker Park Reserve is in the 763 area code.
There's really something for everybody in the whole family.
But has the look and feel of an up-north getaway. The park's footprint is huge. There are plenty of trails, and of course, there is scenic Lake Independence.
You have all the amenities of like a Brainerd Lakes resort area, but it's right here in town. It's close into town, and it's affordable.
You got woods on one side, goes downhill, wildflowers on the other side. You look up and you're just like, man, bluebird day like today.
This Labor Day weekend, Baker is full. There is no room at the inn, or in this case, the cabins, tent sites, and RVs. For this Golden Valley family, Baker has been a go-to spot for decades.
Close park and easy to get to. I grew up coming here with my parents.
3 generations have enjoyed the countless cool things Baker has to offer.
We feel comfortable here since we've been coming here for the past 30 or 40 years, and the girls love it now as much as their mom used to.
There's a lot of generational camping. There are people who were brought out here by their parents, and now they bring their kids.
Even though there's no room here at the park this weekend, things are wide open for the fall, as there are lots of camping spaces available. At Baker Park Reserve, I'm Eric Nelson, CCX News.
Food isn't the only thing made right in front of you at the Minnesota State Fair. Reporter Pafua Yang introduces us to a Brooklyn Center business owner who makes art out of glass.
With glassware in hand and dozens of tools, Debra McDonald is ready to carve.
The most popular is the deer in Minnesota, deer and fish.
Specializing in exquisite designs on glass mugs, candy jars, and plaques. Just bring a picture of what you want, and McDonald's got you.
I taught myself over the last 40 years how to do pictures, photographs, people's houses, dogs, cars, motorcycles.
McDonald also carries a wide selection of blown glass figurines.
I used to travel around the country and do shows, but I'm getting older now, so I mostly do the state fair and then I do Christmas like at Maplewood Mall.
The most challenging project she's encountered was a 10-foot window for a doctor in Toronto.
I had to just use the hand tools. It took a year because you can only do so much of that.
Glass cutting has been a routine for McDonald since 1973. She was trained by an Austrian glass cutter.
I got the opportunity when Reinhardt went back to Austria, and I ended up buying the equipment and starting my own business.
Located in Brooklyn Center, McDonald's business has been a big hit, and it's even bigger at the State Fair.
If you were here Thursday through yesterday, both of us were constantly busy waiting on people. It's like, okay, I got to quick cut these orders now so I can, take some more.
McDonald says she loves the artwork, but it's the people that truly captures her heart.
I like people. I like to talk to people, find out what they like.
Papua Yang, CCX News.
Thursday is opening night for most of the prep football teams in our area. Today we have our final two training camp reports previewing local teams. We start with Jay Wilcox's report from Brooklyn Center.
For Brooklyn Center, it's all about building. New head coach Chauncey Williams-Bearfield moves up to the top spot from offensive coordinator, and he's looking to work with more than X's and O's.
Our goal is to change the kids from the inside out. Our approach to the team and what we're looking to accomplish is to study hard, work hard, and play hard. So really working on the individual, working on the athlete second, student first. And we believe when we start to build the right character, the work ethic, the right mentality towards sports, right mentality towards life, that carries over to the football field, and the W will take care of itself after that.
The players say things have gone pretty well so far, including at last weekend's scrimmages.
They went really well, actually. The offense, we need a little adjustments here and there. Everyone just needs to get into the playbook and really look at the plays.
I'm really confident this year. I'm liking the defense a lot, offense too, but I don't know, our defense it's showing out so far. Looking forward to our first game.
The Centaurs have an interesting combination of youth and experience. Junior wide receiver Ben Wahey was an all-district pick last season. Linebacker offensive lineman Ronald Washington and John Meter should have strong seasons, along with sophomore quarterback Ramirez Sakura and receiver defensive back Corey McDonald and running back Jalen Dillard. It's a group with potential.
We're a very young team. We have 3 or 4 seniors right now, and a lot of those kids have been playing the last couple of years, so we're really looking for those kids to take a big step forward.
It could be an interesting season if Brooklyn Center's young players grow up in a hurry. Jay Wilcox, CCX Sports. 1, 2, 3, Centaurs! Everybody run up.
The Centaurs were 2-7 a year ago. Chauncey Williams-Bearfield begins his first season as head coach with 8 starters back on each side. BC opens at St. Paul Humboldt Thursday. The Breck football team is coming off a 7-2 season. A younger group of Mustangs will take the field on game nights this fall. Replacing a David Roddy. The big All-State quarterback graduated, just one of a talented senior class from last year.
We graduated 12 or 13 seniors last year that all of those guys played a lot of football. And you don't replace some of those kids. You just got to get the young guys to step up. And as I told the kids this off season and into this season, there's going to be a lot of opportunities.
But even with that loss of players, numbers in the Breck program are up overall. And the returning seniors who do have varsity experience say, as the song goes, the kids are all right.
I see them coming ready to compete. While it's still the youth, nervous to come out play these varsity games. It's the first time under the lights. They still want to come compete.
Because we know we're going to need guys to step up and fill into positions, roles that we lost last year, very important roles.
Among those players back in 2019 are 3-year starter Alex McKenna, who will play running back, wide receiver, and linebacker. Running back and defensive back Derek Turner returns, as does wide receiver linebacker John Blake. Sophomore Charlie Reichs will be the Mustangs' starting quarterback.
We can't look at anyone as a superstar anymore. We have to look at it as a team as a whole, which we didn't have to as much last year. We could be a little lenient on that. This year we really have to use every kid and utilize them.
The Mustangs know they have a lot of work to do this fall, but believe the postseason road could look a little more favorable in 2019.
We're playing teams that have similar numbers, and that's really what it comes down to is, if you're talented, you're talented, but when your 40 kids are playing against 80, it really makes a difference. So even with our youth, we feel pretty decent about the competition.
John Martin enters his 6th season as the Mustangs head coach with just 5 returning starters. They open the season tonight, Thursday at Minneapolis South.